When it comes to attraction, most men assume women only notice the obvious: looks, confidence, success. And while those things can play a role, what really leaves a lasting impression are the deeper qualities that women don't often talk about. These are the things that make us feel safe, respected, and truly comfortable with a man. They're subtle, often overlooked, but incredibly powerful. And the good news is these are all things that any man can develop with awareness and practice. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video, I'm going to share the traits that women secretly admire in men, the ones that we rarely say out loud but notice every time, from a woman's perspective. 1, the way that you handle stress. Life can be unpredictable, and women notice how you respond to challenges. Do you panic at small setbacks, or do you stay calm and composed? For example, imagine your food order is wrong on a date. Some men snap at the waiter. Others handle it with grace and patience. That calm response signals emotional stability, patience, and self-control, qualities that women notice even if we don't necessarily point them out. We admire these traits in a man. It makes us feel safe being around you. Handling stress well doesn't mean being perfect. It just means showing that you can navigate difficult situations without losing control, which again makes us feel reassured and more comfortable around you. Staying calm under stress isn't always easy. I've always been a pretty anxious person, so I didn't even realize how much stress and anxiety were affecting me until I started noticing it show up physically in my body. My shoulders were constantly tight, my jaw was aching from clenching my teeth, and I had that pit in my stomach that just kind of wouldn't go away. Even when everything looked fine on the outside, inside I felt completely drained. That's where therapy has made such a difference for me. Having a space to pause, talk things out, and hear a different perspective helped me recognize how much stress I was carrying and gave me the tools to actually work through it. One of the biggest takeaways for me has been learning simple grounding techniques that I can use in the moment so that I don't get stuck in that sort of fight or flight mode. So if you've ever felt like life is just too much to manage on your own, that's where today's sponsor, BetterHelp, comes in. BetterHelp makes starting therapy simple. You just fill out a short questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist in as little as a couple of days. And if the fit isn't right, you can switch anytime at no extra cost. With thousands of reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, it's a platform people trust. You can click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/Courtney Ryan to get 10% off your first month. Number 2, being attentive without being overbearing. Women notice when a man remembers the little details, like her coffee order, wishing her luck before a big meeting, or bringing up something that she mentioned pretty casually. These small gestures just show us that you genuinely listen and you care. The key here is balance. Too little attention can feel like disinterest, but too much can feel kind of clingy or forced. I've done videos about this if you need a little bit of help in this department, but I think attentiveness that feels natural and thoughtful really builds trust and makes a woman feel seen and appreciated without completely smothering her. An example here would be maybe she mentions that she's stressed out about a work project. A few days later, maybe you ask her how it went, or if she says she loves a certain dessert, you bring it the next time that you see her. These small, thoughtful actions show presence, effort, and emotional intelligence in a pretty subtle but meaningful way. I promise you she will notice and she will love it. Number 3, self-discipline and follow-through. Self-discipline is just one of those traits that women notice quietly, but find it incredibly attractive. It's not just about hitting the gym or climbing the career ladder. It's about consistency, reliability, and taking responsibility in all areas of your life. Following through on what you say, keeping commitments, and showing up for yourself demonstrates that you can manage your priorities and you can handle responsibility. For example, if you promise to call or help with something, actually doing it, even in small ways, speaks volumes. From a woman's perspective, seeing a man who can lead himself creates a sense of stability and trust. It signals that he's reliable, he's capable, and he's grounded, not just in his own life, but probably in his relationships too. Self-discipline shows that you can handle challenges, you can stick to your goals, and you can be someone that she's able to count on without needing constant reminders or validation from her. This could be telling her you'll meet her at a certain time and you're punctual about it, or you set a personal goal for yourself like improving your health or learning a new hobby or skill and actually sticking to it. These actions might seem really small, but they quietly communicate to us that you are consistent, responsible, and reliable, which women find incredibly attractive, as we know. Number 4, protective instincts and creating safety. Women notice when a man makes her feel safe, both physically and emotionally. Physical safety can be subtle, paying attention to her surroundings, being mindful of situations, showing calm confidence. Emotional safety, though, is equally as important. I think when men hear safety, they automatically go to that physical aspect. And while that is important, I think emotional is completely underrated. This includes a man who listens, who respects boundaries, who creates a space where she can relax and be herself. This stands out. It's not about controlling her, it's just about being thoughtful, present, and steady. Being protective in this way quietly communicates reliability and care. It allows a woman to feel comfortable, seen, and at ease, which is deeply attractive, even if it's rarely mentioned. I promise you, women love a man who can make her feel comfortable and safe. Number 5, subtle confidence in social settings. Confidence isn't about being the loudest or most dominant person in the room or the conversation. Women notice when a man can hold his own socially while also treating everyone with respect, from friends to strangers. Subtle confidence comes through in these small everyday behaviors, being comfortable introducing yourself to new people, contributing to conversations without trying to completely dominate them, or simply carrying yourself with a calm assurance. It's about presence, not performance. This kind of confidence signals that a man is grounded and capable, which naturally makes women feel more comfortable around him. It creates a sense of ease. She doesn't have to worry about awkwardness or trying to manage a situation for him. Quiet confidence has this magnetic quality because it shows stability and self-assuredness without needing validation from other people. It just shows that you're sort of comfortable with yourself, which I think is a good thing. Number 6, a healthy emotional range. Now, contrary to the stereotype that men should always be stoic, women admire men who can express their emotions in a balanced way. Laughing wholeheartedly, showing genuine excitement about things, or being moved by something meaningful demonstrates to her depth and authenticity. Now, emotional range isn't about oversharing or being overly dramatic. It's about showing resilience while remaining approachable. Being able to handle your feelings without losing control makes a woman feel safe to open up to you. Strength paired with vulnerability communicates that a man is both capable and human at the end of the day, which is deeply attractive. A man with emotional range signals that he can connect on a deeper level, he can manage challenges thoughtfully, and create an environment where a woman feels understood and secure. That combination of stability and authenticity is something that women notice even if they rarely say it out loud. Number 7, a sense of purpose beyond yourself. Purpose is quietly magnetic. Women notice when a man has direction in his life, whether that's pursuing personal growth, building meaningful work, helping others, or showing up consistently for family and friends. It doesn't have to be dramatic or world-changing. We don't need to find the answer to world peace, right? What really matters is that he has goals for himself and a sense of what matters to him, what his values are. Having purpose signals that your life has depth. It shows that a man is intentional in how he spends his time and energy, rather than just sort of drifting through life without any sort of focus. That kind of clarity is reassuring because it suggests stability and a vision, qualities that make a woman feel safe investing in you and the relationship. A man with purpose also brings a sort of energy and momentum into his world, which I think is naturally exciting to be around. It creates the sense that being with him isn't just comfortable or complacent, it's inspiring. Women might not say this outright, but they notice and they're drawn to men who live with intention, values, and direction. It's not about perfection or always sort of having it together. Even small actions like consistently working towards a goal, helping other people, or improving yourself communicate that you're leading a life that matters, which is inherently attractive. Women don't just admire men for what is obvious. We admire the subtle, consistent qualities, the way that you carry yourself, treat others, and create safety. Traits like self-discipline, emotional balance, attentiveness, and purpose might not earn you compliments every single day, but we notice them. I think the best part is these are qualities that any man can develop. And when you do, you don't just become more attractive, you become more grounded, reliable, and magnetic in every part of your life, not just to women. So that is all I have for this one. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more from a woman's perspective. And I would love to hear from you down in the comments. What traits have you noticed that make someone truly stand out? Is there anything that you've changed about your routine or your life that you feel like has really helped you in terms of dating or just the way that you interact with people? Would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. If you haven't already, also be sure to follow me over